Well, tell us how during World War II you were in the Philippines, and I understand while you were there, you saw Emperor Hirohito and General MacArthur sign the peace treaty, where the Emperor accepts the defeat of Japan. Were you there?
Yes, but that was not in the Philippines. It was in Yokohama Bay.
Okay.
In Tokyo.
And were you there?
Yeah. The whole division was there.
The whole division was there.
First cavalry.
But you were originally stationed in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, Leyte and Luzon.
How did you hear that the Emperor and General MacArthur were going to be there?
We didn't hear.
You did?
We just sent there.
You were sent there. And so what did you see on the day when the Emperor showed up?
Well, we couldn't believe it. I mean, the bay was full of boats, full of soldiers. That was the first cab. The 11th Airborne was there also. And the Air Force was there. And we just happened to be close to that boat where they were signing it. And we saw the Emperor and his officers, and General MacArthur and his officers. When the Emperor turned in his sword.
You saw that?
Yeah. To General MacArthur.
Wow. So you've seen history?
I think so.
Well, let me tell you, Mr. Rodriguez, I read on the newspaper about how you had served in World War II. And obviously I know your family has been very dedicated citizens who served our country well. I heard how our country tripped up a little bit in not giving you a passport because you were born by a midwife. My father grew up around the same time you did, and he was born by a midwife. So that bothered me, that somebody like yourself who had participated in the history of this country and served it so well did not receive the right of a passport. And so during the session I said, well, I've got to do something. So I presented a bill to the House of Representatives, and I asked them to review your life and the service you did for our country and for the state. And I asked them to pass Resolution 2929 in your honor. And after I presented the story, they went ahead and unanimously adopted it. So I wanted to present that to you. Let me just read it real quickly. Whereas the valiant Americans who fought for this country during the crucial years of World War II are deserving of the highest respect, and whereas Felix Rodriguez Sr. of Elsa was among those who endured the grim dangers of war to preserve this nation's freedom at that critical juncture. Whereas born in McAllen in 1926, Mr. Rodriguez enlisted in the U.S. Army in September of 1944, and as a rifleman with Troop E, 8th Cavalry Regiment, he served with distinction in the Pacific Theater after helping to liberate the Philippines. He witnessed the Japanese surrender ceremony, which you told us about, aboard the USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay. Whereas Private Rodriguez earned a number of military honors for his intrepid service, including the Good Conduct Medal, the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal and ribbon with 2 Bronze Stars, the World War II Victory Medal, and the Army of Occupation Medal, and the Philippines Presidential Unit Citation, the Philippine Liberation Medal, and ribbon with 2 Bronze Stars, 2 Overseas Service Bars, and the Combat Infantry Badge. After his discharge from the military in 1946, Mr. Rodriguez began a career as a truck driver that spanned more than half a century through the years. He has been a loving husband to his wife of 6 decades, Esperanza Madrigal Rodriguez, and a caring father to his many children and grandchildren who I've met today. Mr. Rodriguez has taken an active role in his community, helping to found the Veterans of Foreign Wars. After we detail much and much, much more that follows, I asked my colleagues to approve this resolution, and they did. And I want you to know that on behalf of the state of Texas and on behalf of this country, we're very proud of you. We thank you for your service, and you are truly a hero to be honored and remembered by our country. So I want to present this to you, these many copies of this resolution as a tribute and remembrance of your service, and I thank you again.
Thank you.
God bless you. Now, it's my understanding that you may have got some help with the resolution, with the passport issue.
Oh, yeah.
Did that get fixed? Did you finally get a passport?
Yeah, I did.
When did that happen?
About a couple of weeks after I applied.
Oh, very good. Well, let me invite you. This resolution I'm giving to you so that the members of your family can have it who are here today. But I'm going to frame one, and I'd like to present one to you at the opening and dedication of our new office here in the community of Elsa. And I'd like you to be there. Would you be glad to come?
I'll try it.
That'd be very good. I understand that your health has not been good lately. But I want you to know that we're all praying for you, and this community cares about you. And that's why I've come here today on a Sunday, so that you could know that you are appreciated